Glory, glory to the God of the heavens and the earth. Good morning to all my brothers and sisters. It is your brother Jehoshaphat Israel here in the house that God has made. Yesterday, I took it upon myself to do this video, but for some reason, they only let me get away with doing so much on the internet before they start giving me all these problems and all this grief. So your brother might have to do it over, might have to do it again, it might get deleted, all these different types of stuff. So it's only so much that they let me get over to actually get across on the internet. But peace and joy. Let me speak about your father earlier this morning time, because my father, he is good. He good all the time. Even when it don't even look like he fighting for you, he's still sitting there in your corner. One of the most powerful things that any man or any woman can have is the spirit of discernment and the spirit of forgiveness. But to have a spirit to actually forgive these people and the things that they do to you in your life, it takes a lot. A lot of people will sit up there, they will hold on to all their anger, all their aggression, all their folly, all their madness towards the situation or the person itself. So to say that you have spiritually changed is for you to be able to forgive somebody else. Not forgiving somebody else is like a ball and chain. It's like a chain that's on your leg and it's tied into a boulder that weighs 1,000 pounds. Some people in their whole complete lifetime, they will not be able to forgive for the most lightest thing that might come across that person. So I ask you, brother, all my kings, all my queens, all my prophets, all my prophetess, all of my priests that hear the sound of my word, the biggest tool, the biggest power that you have on you is the spirit to forgive, family. I'll give you an example. If I was a racist black man, I would hate white people. You know what I'm saying? I would, family. I would just naturally, family, hate them for the things that they have done to my people. But I don't hate white people, family. I don't hate anybody. Why is that for, Jehoshaphat? Because I don't want that ball and chain on my leg. And for you to have hatred in your heart, you don't know God. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what love is. You have never felt his spirit rest upon your soul to know how he operates. I've been visited by God so many different times in his spirit, family. And the manifestation of love is what he is. Now, so let's go back, family. You growing weary of the world and the people in it and the things that you going through for your God to rekindle your heart, your soul of your spirit. That's a power. For you to actually have the spirit of discernment, that is a power. For you to actually have the spirit to forgive somebody for a transgression or a trespass that they laid at your feet, this is also a power that we have to use it, family. Don't let people have power over you like that, family. Don't let them have no power over you like that. And for you to have the spirit to forgive is for you to know God. Now, I would like to talk to my brothers in the great diaspora. And I'm not so much talking about Africa. I'm not talking about my cousins over in Africa. No, we're talking about the Atlantic slave trade. And we're talking about all the true children of Israel being spread forth in the four corners of this earth, dispersed in the Atlantic slave trade. So I'm talking about my brothers in the Atlantic slave trade. I always wondered why is it that all the other black folk from the diaspora, they eat off our plate? But then my older brothers and my older sisters told me that we're the tribe of Judah. So it would make sense. It would make sense for the Canadian blacks to come over and steal our jobs and be in Hollywood. It would make sense for the British black folk to come over and steal our jobs in Hollywood. They're always taking. I was always wondering why everybody is always taken from us. But it is written, the older brother, so serve the younger brother. This is why they always stealing from us. They are people. You know what I'm saying? They make up the 12 tribes of Israel, the lost 12 tribes of Israel, and the diaspora spread across to the four corners. I always wondered why they would always gospel and talk smack on us and try to throw us under the bus, and all the achievements they try to throw it over our head. It makes sense now. We the tribe of Israel. Those are our little brothers. We are the older brother. You know what I'm saying? We are the older brother, and the youngers will always come to the older brother. Always. Because they want to know how to look, how to act. But the only reason why I display these things in the background is because this country, what this country is going through, what this country is about to be facing in a couple of years. They go down the line. There's so much that's going down the line here in this country. And if you were so-called African American, you would know exactly what's going on in this country. This country is headed towards civil war. I hate to say it, but if you're going to come over to this country, you have to be aware of what the mindset of the average American is in this country. And it's from what we can see. That's why I'm telling all my cousins in the great diaspora, these next 20 years here in America, it doesn't look so good for your people over here like that. And we fighting just like we've been fighting for the last 425 years in this country. From what the people are saying, it looks like they want to plunge this country in another civil war. And you know what they say about history? History repeats itself because people don't learn. Okay, we're about 100 years removed from the Civil War, but yet American citizens still haven't learned anything. And what did they say about history? If you don't know your past, you don't know your present. If you don't know your present, you will never know your future. And since these people, they don't know their past, they doomed to repeat it all over again. So this is a warning to all my cousins out there in the great diaspora. If you feel like you want to, if you in Cuba, you in Haiti, you in the Dominican, you in Jamaica, wherever you make up the diaspora and you want to come over here, you better understand that it's wartime for black people. It is. At any time, these people have declared war upon us, and our government is not going to do nothing about it. If you look at the society, you see all these ploys and all these plots of under rules of white men in this country getting arrested and had all these plans on massacring the masses of black people in this country. So I just want y'all to think the climate. You think I'm going to go move to America. Oh, I'm going to go move to America. Wouldn't it be better for you to fight your war right where you at instead of going somewhere else to fight another man's war? I'm just saying to all my, because I don't hate y'all. I know what y'all saying and how y'all talk and how y'all compare it. I'm Judah. I'm the big brother. You going to talk about your big brother because you ain't him. You going to talk about your big brother because you don't have the things that big brother had. I'm Judah, you know what I'm saying? I make up the house of Israel. You gonna sit up here and talk about your big brother because you jealous. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at you. You still my people. We make up the lost tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel. And I'm telling my people in the great diaspora that want to come over here to this country, know that we're headed towards a civil war. And if you hear, you better be ready to go to war. You better be ready to protect yourself, protect the lives of your families. Whoever it is in your community, you better be ready to fight for your life because this is America. Now, this has been your brother Jehoshaphat Israel here in the house that God has made. Take one time, family, today. Bless his name. I already told y'all what God told me. He said he's going to allow all these things to happen to push y'all together. He said it don't matter what America and her people is trying to do to us. He said that he will fight for us. That's why I'm not scared, family. That's why I fear not, because we've been under threats like this our whole lives. As long as we've been in this country, this is the rhetoric that we heard. We're going to kill you black people. What have we done but try to survive? What have we done but try to live and to flourish, but at the same time being persecuted, being monopolized, being genocide, being murdered, being raped, and still trying to survive? But I just want to let my brothers know, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all know, if you decide to come over here, you better be ready to fight. If you here now, looking for the American dream, we got to fight through this next 20 years with all of these people to get some straightening going, you know what I'm saying, in America, because it always seems the black man and the black woman is, how can I say that? Hostage? No, I can't say that we hostage. How can I say this? We're on that wanted post that they really wanted. We number one. You know what I'm saying? We wanted number one over here in America. So just think, my brothers and my sisters, before you come up over here, we're fighting. We're fighting for our lives up over here. We're fighting just to live. It's not milk and honey up over here. This ain't the land of the dreams. But I got to get going. Peace and blessings be upon this day. Take this day to bless your God name. And remember, cut them balls and cut them chains by forgiving these people. Don't let these people weigh you down with their hatred. You don't even need it.